Hi guys, welcome to this episode of The Scoop. I'm Leah Rice, dietitian and diabetes educator here at Mahaska Health. And this week we're gonna make one of my favorite meals. We're gonna make tacos. They're very versatile. You can do so many things with them. They're one of my favorite things to make and have for leftover lunches throughout the week. So to start, we're actually gonna make our own taco seasoning, which is really easy. So something I would encourage you to try to do at home. So we're gonna start with a 1/4 cup of chili powder. We're just gonna pour it, I'm gonna pour it into the jar I'm gonna store it in. A 1/4 cup of cumin. Oops, maybe. Some oregano, which always seems like an odd ingredient, but add it because it really adds a nice flavor. And some paprika. Next, a little bit of salt and pepper. So if you wanted to reduce the sodium even more, feel free to leave that salt out. But this recipe is still quite a bit lower in salt than what you would buy if you bought one of those packets. And then we're gonna add some onion powder and garlic powder. So that's it. I think most of us probably have these ingredients at home, so maybe it's something you can whip up tonight. And we're just gonna stir it up. All right, so that was it. We have our own homemade taco seasoning. Now I like to store these in these jars because then I can kind of shake them and mix it up a little bit better. They also make really nice gifts. So for that person that you just don't know what to get, consider making them some spices. Next time you're at the hospital, we have some nice recipe cards that we'll have out in the taco seasonings. And all the recipes on The Scoop will be available for you to pick up a recipe card. Also, the recipes are downloadable in a link underneath the video. All right, so next up, we're gonna get our taco meat going. So I went ahead and started the ground beef. I did use ground beef today, but feel free to use whatever you want. You could use ground chicken, ground turkey. When you're using poultry, make sure that you're looking for one that is skinless, because sometimes they leave the skin on, so then that adds some extra saturated fat. When I cook turkey and chicken, I like to kind of mash it in the bottom of the pan and flip it over kind of like a giant patty and then crumble it. I find it doesn't get quite as dried out that way. If you have a hunter in your house and you have a freezer full of ground deer, this is a great recipe to mix in some of that also. So when I do tacos, I like to add extra tomatoes. Canned tomatoes are a real nutrition powerhouse, so anytime I can add these, I love to add these. So these are Mexican style or Rotel tomatoes. We're just gonna scoop those in, stir it up a little bit. And then my family loves beans, so I usually add a can of black beans because that's one of our favorites. You could add pinto beans, kidney beans, whatever your family likes. This is a nice recipe to kind of sneak in that extra fiber. If you didn't like beans and you wanted to skip that, you could add some Mexi corn. So this is just the corn that has the peppers, the red peppers and the green peppers in it. So it makes a really pretty dish. So we're just gonna stir that up. And mine's kind of dry, so I'm gonna add about 1/2 cup of water. And you can just kind of use your own judgment on how much water you might need to add. And then this recipe, we're gonna add some taco seasoning. So 3 tablespoons of this is gonna be equal to 1 store packet. So I'm just gonna I kind of guess. My family likes it a little bit spicier, so sometimes I add a little bit extra. And you can just kind of judge that based on your family's preference. You could also use a hotter chili powder when you mix it up if you like a spicier taco seasoning. All right, so we're just gonna let this simmer 15-20 minutes and it should be ready to go. All right, so we've got our taco meat ready and now we're just gonna assemble tacos. So the thing I love about tacos is there's so many things you can do with them. If you like crunchy tacos, you got crunchy, you got flour shells. Corn shells are a really nice option. They're actually considered a whole grain. That surprises a lot of people, so they're a really nice option. These you can turn into chips if you wanted to make some fresh chips and have a taco salad. Just spray them with some olive oil, put them in the oven at 425, and they'll get nice and crispy. I usually cut them into triangles before I slide them in the oven. And then, you know, some different whole grain tortillas. This is a really nice one. It doesn't have any added sugar, it's high in fiber. So experiment, play around, find one that you like. One thing I really like to do is just have like a spinach salad or a lettuce salad with my taco meat, or put it on a baked potato. There's just so many things you can do with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix myself a taco. We have some nice toppings here. We have lettuce, onion, There's really something for everybody. Cheese, you can use sour cream. We've talked about before substituting Greek yogurt, so that's a great substitute. Avocado, salsa. I left out the Mexicorn, so if you wanted to add that to your taco, you could too. So please try this recipe. I think your family will love it. The taco seasoning keeps really good in an airtight container, so try mixing that up yourself if you have the time, and enjoy. Thank you.